Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you, my bull gang? Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, we're at the beginning of a new week, and we are looking at the week ahead. So Taurus, if you've never been here before, please know that I'm always reading for the week ahead. No matter when you find this, today, tomorrow, or next year, it is always going to be for the week ahead. Taurus, if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you so much and all the ways that you love on this channel. Your thumbs up matter as you keep growing this very large tribe here at 10 of Cups Tarot. I appreciate you. And if you're brand new and you're just rolling up on all these silly shenanigans, I hope that you'll stay. There is a subscription button down the bottom right-hand corner of this screen where I live. And let's find out what is going on for you in the week ahead. We're going to use some oracles. We're going to throw some oracles for extra energy, and then we're going to do a 9-card draw. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Start out with the waiting game, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have partnerships and alliances. Feels like here that something you've been waiting on is about to come in and cause some happiness, relations, some celebration here. You're about to enter into some sort of a partnership, it looks like. And when I say partnership, that could mean anything. It could mean a friendship. It could mean a partnership at work, through your business. It could also mean love. Tell me about Taurus. We've got trust the great mystery. So the universe is asking you to trust them, to trust whatever is going on. Your source energy, whoever that is to you, God, Buddha, whoever it is to you, Ganesh, they're being asked to, I feel, you're being asked to trust the process and to let go of control here. It says here, trust in the great mystery, and that's what life is. It's a great mystery, right? We do have card number 11. And we have card number 2. So 11, of course, is the master number, right? And you might be seeing 11s or maybe 1s. Seems like there is something here that you've been waiting on. Bottom of the deck here, we have open to infinite possibilities. I feel like whatever is showing up, whatever is arriving for you in the week ahead, really does depend on whether you're open to receiving it or not, Taurus. That's what it feels like here. Tell me what else is coming up for Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. So, of course, reading for the week ahead means the full moon would have already passed. Full moon's coming up on the weekend, on Saturday, Friday and Saturday. And we've got a loyal heart. Very interesting. I really feel like this path here that you're on, if you can be a person who can let go of the control, I feel like whatever you've been waiting for is about to arrive. You're about to gain something really special in your life here, Taurus, whether it's a friendship or somebody who I feel that you're mirroring, or who will mirror you. If you're the queen, it's your king. If you're the king, it's your queen. It feels like somebody is showing up here with some romantic energy is what it feels like here. Of course, this could also be a mirrored friendship, a best friend. If you're a twin, and I'm not talking twin flame, I'm talking a twin. You might have been born with a sibling who looks just like you, talks just like you, but of course it could be somebody who is a twin flame as well. We've got Thinker, we've got card number 44, and so I feel like the person that you meet is going to be a deep thinker. They're going to think past the surface, Taurus. There's somebody who is interested in digging a little deeper with you, I want to say. All right. Let's do this. I'll get to the tarot. Let's find out what else is going on for Taurus, please. Tell me what else is going on for Taurus. One more. Here we go. Taurus, first one out is divine counterpart. Feels like some of you have been waiting on a divine counterpart. Now, some of you might know who I'm speaking of, but I feel like some of you are like, you know what? I'm not even in the dating pool. I'm going to wait until I find somebody who is my person, who looks like me, who talks like me, who I can mirror, who will mirror me, teach me things. It feels like that sort of energy. We have celebration. It says, trust in the great mystery. Celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. So I do feel company tells me that it's going to be a group of people or maybe one person. We do have overcoming obstacles, get back on your feet, gain strength from a difficult situation. This comes up with the loyal heart. So it feels like that for some of you, somebody is getting over some type of obstacle. This loyal heart, as I said, could be someone that you really love that's platonic, but it also could be romantic. Divine counterparts generally are of a romantic nature, but please understand you can find somebody who is your mirror, your bestie, the person that you'll never ever let go of could be that person as well. I feel like this is something you've been waiting for. Bottom of the deck is, I really do feel that there is a release that has to come, because the trust the great mystery tells me that you have to learn to trust, that maybe the universe just wants you to step back, step away from the wheel, and let the universe take over, right? We've got release. It says releasing grudges, wounds, pent-up feelings through healthy activities. So it feels like you need to release some negative energy before you can have something positive show up in your life here. Very interesting. What else do we have for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, please know that there is room over at Wizio. You can get your reading back in less than 10 days. And everything that you need to know is in that pinned comment below, as it always is below this video. Tell me more about Taurus, please. Tell me what else Taurus wants to know or needs to know. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the Ten of Wands. Got the Judgment card, and we've got the Hierophant. It feels like, Taurus, here that there is, I feel like whatever you've been waiting on, the divine counterpart, if that's it, has been weighing really heavy on you. I feel like you're about ready to give up, I want to say. You're about ready to make a decision to give up and go down a different path. I want to say that you've been checking in with the self, with the higher self. That it feels here like with the Judgment and the Hierophant here, it's like I've decided I'm no longer going to be weighed down by waiting. I'm no longer going to wait. I'm now going to pay attention to me. I'm going to make decisions that are best for myself, listen to the higher self. I'm the person who is the spiritual leader, and not only for other people, but also for yourself as well, right? You're the person who is listening. The person who's bringing peace to others, and I feel like it's time you brought peace to yourself. So I feel like somebody here is letting go of the burden of waiting. You've decided to make a decision to bring things all back into balance here. I feel like what you, some of you, that you are turning away from waiting for the divine counterpart. And for some of you, I feel like this Judgment in the Hierophant tells me you're turning towards your spirituality, that you're focusing on you. You're focusing on what's best for you instead of allowing whatever the waiting game has been with the divine counterpart, instead of allowing that to weigh heavy on you here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Got the Two of Swords at the heart of the matter. So it does feel like you've been in this position or blocked or not moving. It feels like what you need to release the self. It feels like you need to get yourself out of this sort of mental block that you've been in for a little bit. It's time to make a decision to get out of there. We've got the Death card. Wow, this is really beautiful. So it does feel like somebody here has decided to make a huge change. A huge change. I'm getting myself out of this stuck place where I'm doing nothing but obsessively waiting for a person to come show me my worth. It's time for you to work from the inside out, Taurus, rather than waiting for someone to say, I pick you, right? I want you. I feel like it's if you are somebody who's not with someone or your divine counterpart at this time, I feel like it's because you're supposed to be focusing on you at this time to the exclusion of everything else. It feels like there is going to be a transformable moment here. And I feel like you've been stuck in this block here, Taurus, for a while. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slow. It seemed to you that this was a practical place to be, where I'm not going to date anyone else. I'm just going to not going to get into the dating pool. I'm not going to be social. I'm not going out, not going to be doing things because I'm waiting on this one person. You're narrowing down your picks to just one person that may or may not even be for you. And I feel like you've been in that place that you've been stuck there for a while, but I feel like this is over. It's time for change here. You've been waiting a long time. Yeah, it looks like it's been really heavy for you. It's been really heavy for you that you can't stop thinking about this person. I feel like you've been going over the details of, well, if I get into a relationship with somebody else, then that person's going to come along. Like, it feels like somebody doesn't want to move forward or move ahead because they're waiting for a specific person. We've got the Justice card, and we've got the Six of Wands. So I feel like this is the release right here. That's what this is here. I feel like this is the release. Somebody here needs to release some things. Now, it may not, for you, it may not be grudges. For you, it may not be wounds. For you, it may not be pent-up feelings. But somebody has to release something here. So take it as it resonates for you. Please search within yourself to figure out what it is that you need to end or release in order for you to be the best version of you that you can be. I feel like for those of you who have been waiting on the divine counterpart, the reason that that person isn't arriving is because you think they're doing all the work. I feel like somebody here is being told you need to focus on you. And when you're focused on you, and your self-worth is going to grow, the higher self will be kicking in. You will quite by accident become this leader that everybody wants to follow. And I feel like you have a different path at this moment. And I feel like you're avoiding that path because of what you want. So I feel like you're supposed to trust in the great mystery, or take the back seat and let the universe drive for a little bit. Let Jesus take the wheel, whatever it is for you. We've got celebration here. It says good times come from hard work. And so I feel like the hard work is that you're I feel like somebody here is like resurrecting their spirituality or their religion, or I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to get back on that road which is solid and sturdy, and I'm going to move slow, and I'm going to learn things. I feel like right now, what you're supposed to be doing is supposed to be learning and teaching other people. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy here we have is the Seven of Wands. So I feel like it's time for you to take a stand in your life, for you, Taurus, and it's time for you to take a stand for you and to focus on you. It's all about you, I feel, in the week ahead. Let's clarify just a little bit here, find out what else is going on for Taurus, please. Talk about the Knight of Pentacles. Why have you been in this energy of the Two of Swords for so long? I feel like you will be coming out. This is the current energy here, and I feel like you will be coming out of that in the week ahead. So the current energy is the week ahead. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. What else do we need to know about the Knight of Pentacles? This is going to be a celebratory time, because I feel like instead of you being at the wheel, you're going to start trusting the great mysteries here. You're going to start handing it over to the universe and saying, it's time for me to get out of my head. The Five of Swords here is like, I feel like you've been fighting it. You've been fighting what you're supposed to do, and you've been focused on something that maybe is, could be 10 years down the line. It feels like you're in this place where you're stuck, and I feel like you're about to become unstuck here. It feels like you've been stuck in the mind. The Queen of Swords is liberating themselves. And I kind of love this, Taurus, because the Knight of Pentacles is a place where you can get stuck for years and years and years, right? It's very slow moving energy. It's very practical. It's all about waiting and about being very careful. But please understand that when you edit the edits and then go back and edit those edits that you edited, you can get stuck in the first chapter for a very, very long time. The Queen of Swords is the one who no longer has someone telling them what to do. This is somebody who is now being truthful and honest with themselves and all the people around them. The Queen of Swords is somebody who is now liberating themselves in order to get some balance, because I feel like holding yourself back from what is actually supposed to be for you, I feel is something that has been keeping you stuck in this Two of Swords here. Tell me more about the Queen. Got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you to get a little bit more stability of the mind. We've got Four of Pentacles here. I feel like you've been locking people out, not really going anywhere, not accepting dates or invitations. It feels like you've been spending a lot of time by yourself at home, not being social. And the thing is when you're out being social, you're making a lot of friends. And who doesn't need more friends, right? We all need more friends. We all need more people who will have our back and we will have their back. We need people who are solid and sturdy, right? People who admire us, people that we can admire and want to be like, people who can teach us things that we may have blocked ourselves from, right? The Two of Swords is at the center or the heart of the matter here. So I feel like there's something really significant happening in the week ahead, and it feels like it's you getting out of your head. It feels like you're going to be removing this blindfold, and it's time for you to get out of this stuck energy. We've got the Empress energy, we've got the Five of Cups, and we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's time to get out amongst people. It's time to get out amongst people, and I feel like I feel like the Two of Swords, it's almost like Taurus, it feels like I'm connecting with somebody here who feels like if they give up the fight, if they look the other way, if they decide that they're going to focus on themselves or focus on other things other than the divine counterpart, that we got the Five of Cups here, right? Feels like the Empress. We've got the Empress here, who is you, right? Taurus, Libra energy. And I feel like you feel that you'll be sad with letting this go. But I want to tell you that sometimes we have to let go of something, right? In order to get something better. You could be holding on to something that's not for you, and you could stay in that spot forever. So I feel like somebody here is realizing that. I think that you are realizing that this Empress energy is bringing you into balance. It's bringing you into balance. We've got the Queen of Swords here, who is Libra. This is all about in the week ahead, you getting better balance, because I feel like you were a little bit off balance, Taurus. Feels like you do need to get out amongst people. Six of Wands is, coming from a hard place. It is about victory after the fight, after the war. I feel like you've gone through a place in your emotions where you felt defeated or maybe felt regretful that things aren't going on. But I feel like you're coming out of this, and I feel like the Death card is telling me something's about to change or transform, and you're definitely going to stop being stuck here. Tell me about being stuck. Got the Five of Wands here. So this is what you've been doing. You've been holding yourself back, or you've been in indecision about whether you want to make a really big change in your life. And I feel like that change is coming in the week ahead. We have the Chariot. You've got movement. I like it. We start moving forward here into the future. And we have the Six of Cups. There's got to be another soulmate connection out there. And when I say soulmate, I mean somebody you feel like you've met before, or you feel like you've known them before. And this could be in a friendship sense, right? We've got the Three of Pentacles, which is talking about friendship. So this could be in a friendship sense. Maybe you'll find a bestie. Maybe you'll find somebody that you really click with here. I feel like that you've been putting off or resisting change. And so the change now with the Death card showing up is like you cannot resist the major arcanas. The universe is saying you're going to change whether you like it or not. It's time for you to move forward because there's better things out there for you, Taurus. So in the future energy here, we do have the Two of Cups, the Justice card, and the Six of Wands again. Again, it's telling you it's time for you to get out amongst people. People who celebrate you, people who are ready to have fun, people who look up to you. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like somebody here was waiting for the divine counterpart, the loyal heart, and I feel like you're sort of pointed in the wrong direction, and I think this is course correction, is what it feels like. Tell me about the Two of Cups. You are going to get justice and love, but look, it's because of the Six of Wands, right? That you're going to get justice and love. But we've got the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands here. You've been avoiding it. You didn't want to look at it. I don't really want to choose somebody different. I'm stuck on this person here. I don't really want to choose someone different. Tell me about the Two of Cups here. We've got the Judgment card. So the universe is saying, we're going to get you unstuck out of this place. It's time for movement. You need a victory in a friendship or a really deep relationship that you feel like you've known this person forever. Definitely could be someone that you have known forever. But I feel like it's because you've been stuck here on this divine counterpart. It feels like it's time for you to move forward in a healthy way. It's time for you to get some sort of a victory in some sort of really deep connection. I feel like the Two of Cups and the Judgment card is telling me that the universe is giving you a second chance at love with someone different, someone who is going to match your energy. And I feel like the Judgment card doesn't tell me that someone from the past is coming back. It tells me that you're getting a second chance. It's time to resurrect this. It's time to look at the Two of Cups in a different way, because I feel like you feel that there's only one other cup out there for you when there's really many, many cups out there for you. We do have the Ten of Pentacles here. Yes. So you're getting another chance here. I feel like after this big change comes, you're getting another chance to get a different perspective on something here. It feels like what you've got to do is let go of, right? The Eight of Cups is here. Let go of the Two of Cups. You need to let it go, Taurus. You need to let it go and walk away. And I feel like that's when the 10 Pentacles finds you. So for some of you, it could be this could be the second chance at a job you thought was never going to happen. The second chance at a promotion. You thought that's it. They don't want me. I feel like something that you really love, you feel is at risk. It's like you were stuck there waiting for it because you thought it was for you. You were in fact really sure it was for you, when in fact maybe it was not. It feels like the Eight of Cups is telling me to tell you to disconnect from that. Disconnect from this 10 Pentacles, whether it's money, family, whether it's a long-term relationship, and it will come back round and find you, because the Judgment card is whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. And I really do feel that. I feel like right here you are going to get justice, but you've got to pay attention to the Six of Wands, which is stepping over the finish line, getting amongst people who are cheering you on, going on this new path here. Tell me what this, there's like something that's being restored here for you, Taurus. It's a restoration here. There's going to be celebration and overcoming something here. And I think it's waiting on this one person that you thought out of the billions of people in the world was the only one for you. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Knight of Swords. And we've got the King of Swords. Yeah, the final word is yours. I feel like you're making some sort of a final decision. And when you make that final decision to pay attention to this death energy and change things up a little bit, it feels like the final decision becomes yours. You could be meeting someone in the future who is possibly a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. We do have the King and the Queen of Swords, so it could be somebody that you'll meet in sort of an intellectual place, maybe a place of learning, like school or an online class, or somebody who is who's going to teach you something that you don't know. It feels like that sort of energy. We do have the Knight of Swords here and the Seven of Swords. It feels like there's some big change going on here. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is here as well. It feels like you're finally standing up for yourself and saying, you know what, maybe I just got to get up and go. And as you make that decision to move on, to cross over this finish line here, this is being restored to you. Your power is coming back. You're making better decisions. It feels like now that you've decided to stand up and go, it's time for the Six of Wands here. And I feel like the Six of Wands is totally your energy, because it is about being happy, about becoming unstuck from the past, right? The Six of Wands is somebody who's come from the fight or the war, and they're finally getting victory after a long time, and a lot of people cheering them on. So I feel like this might be friends who are glad that you're back being social again, or the Six of Wands is people cheering you on as you move quickly towards whatever goals it is that you have set out for yourself. We've got the the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups. Look, I really do feel like some of you are going to meet somebody new. If it's not somebody new, I feel like it's a new situation. You're open to it now. You're at the beginning of your intuition, and I feel like it's going to pay off really well for you. It's going to come to a place where you are very stable within yourself, stable and secure. I feel like the Six of Wands and the one wand here is seven. Seven of Wands keeps coming up over and over again. I feel like you had yourself stuck in a place that you need to liberate yourself from. It feels like you need to come out from behind some sort of a fear wall. You need to stand up and do something different. That's what it feels like here. And the Queen of Pentacles tells me that you're back feeling your old self again. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And it might be surprising to you, but I feel like this is all about movement in the week ahead. Movement in the week ahead, because I feel like somebody here had pigeonholed their view on, I'm not thinking about anything else except the divine counterpart. And I feel like somebody here probably thinks that someone is their divine counterpart, and it actually is not. The universe had to drop the death card to tell you it's time for transformation. I'm forcing transformation on you now. You've got to get out of this pattern of thinking. It's got you stuck there. Taurus, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back though, because I'm always back. You know it. Love you guys, and I'm out. Bye-bye.